Alright, so this is my a mind's eye example. So what Dotson kind of said in his example is give a bit of information in the article, so that would be that bottom line of text there. In 2022, Ukraine was invaded by Russia. Ukraine has previously been a part of Russia back when it was the Soviet Union. Ukraine is not a part of NATO, the North American Treaty Organization. You don't want to give too much information because that's kind of come in when they try to find those questions and whatnot. So I don't want to say why they invaded or why they aren't a part of NATO, just kind of background knowledge. And then the 15 to 20 words, I have 12 here that could be words that I could read out. There could be plenty more. This is just the first quick that I found. Debris, conflict, barrage, devastation, aggression, Ukraine, consequences, hostile, sovereignty, geopolitics, Russia, Iron Curtain. Just to try to get their mindset in like war is not a good thing. And especially, well, you go on TikTok now and you kind of, not necessarily jokes about it, but it's almost like a sideshow to other politics and platforms that are currently on, like TikTok and social media, Facebook, whatever. When in reality, like, the people of Ukraine are devastated. The people of Russia and their military is aggressive, and there's a lot of hostile actions, like that one paid mercenary went back towards Putin or whatever. So really want the kids to think about, you know, how bad the situation is and how bad war is as a whole. So those would be my words that I would read out. And some possible end products that I think could happen. Obviously, there could be some pictures of sad people or whatever fighting people, but I think a lot of kids would more or less ask questions or feelings they would get from feelings that they would put in their head based off those words. So some questions that I thought they could ask is, why did Russia invade Ukraine? Will this invasion start World War III? Why is no one stopping this thing from happening? Will this war be different than previous wars we've learned about? And some feelings that I think they'd get mentally, or they'd be scared, they'd be spooked, surprised, angry, shocked, frustrated. At least, like, those are some that I felt too, and you know, I coached all summer, and so these are some of the things that they kind of, I feel like, felt the same about it as well. And then I would allow students to share in groups of 2 and then groups of 4, just so they can go off one another and see if they're on the same page, or if they had different questions, or maybe they had a better describing word of how they felt or whatever. And then read the article that I got the information from, or that I want the students to read. And then after that, let students reflect in those same groups of 2 and 4, go through it one more time, and then discuss what was different before they read with those words that I discussed before, and then after. And that would be my mind's eye example with my article about Ukraine getting invaded by Russia.